G'day, everybody. Alibar Jones here. Good to see you all again. Welcome back to the show. I wanted to let you know that the situation with alcoholism has presented a new avenue for resolution. Now, for those of you who are not aware, our team has been flying together for a couple of years now, 3 or 4 actually. And one of our chosen objectives is to put an end to alcoholism. Now, we attack, for those of you who are not familiar with the story of what causes alcoholism, there is a particular demon. His name is Al Ghul. Not Al Gore, the US presidential candidate, Al Ghul, AL-GHUL. Now, where the Muslim and Christian empires met was in Spain. There his name is alcohol. In English, his name is alcohol. And when we say drinking spirits, we're talking about that spirit specifically. Now, what does he do for us? It's when you take him in your body, you're inviting that spirit to use your body for a little while. And it feels quite funky because that's what alcohol has to offer. But the Muslims hate his guts. They know him quite well. He's the god of chaos and destruction and mayhem and fermentation and rot and alcohol. They hate him so much. He is the single reason that you cannot get a beer in the Muslim world. They don't want anything to do with him. And so that's why the Muslim religion bans alcohol, because of that one deity. For the Irish, it's a little bit different. They've got a different take. In fact, they celebrate the alcoholic Christmas. They call it St. Patrick's Day. And the whole world celebrates it by getting drunk, or a devotion to the god of alcohol. Anyway, our team has gone after the god of alcohol 5 times. And we've defeated him each time. Each time has been a success. The first ones were more limited, but as we began to understand how demons are made and all of their infrastructure, we've been more and more successful over time. Now, we kind of gave up until the next piece of information showed up, because we managed to destroy the god Al Ghul, because he's down to less than 5% of his mass. Like, there's almost nothing left of him. However, like, there's still no shortage of alcoholics. And so we're scratching our heads going, what is it that we're not seeing here? What is it that we don't understand about this situation? And then it really came into light just the other day. And I was doing another exorcism for another person who feels uncomfortable in their life, and that their spirituality is 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And they came, and the demon that we met in that person was the demon of laudanum. Does anybody remember what laudanum is? Now, for those of you who don't know what laudanum is a medication that was very, very popular. Not at the turn of the last century, the turn of the century before that, from 18 to 1900. And around that era, laudanum was prescribed by doctors for nervous conditions and for sedation reasons. And so it actually, most of the things that you would use Valium for today, laudanum was the go-to substance for that. And what is laudanum? It's about 3/4 high-proof alcohol, high-density alcohol, and about 1/4 opium. And you see, what happened is when we destroyed the god of alcohol, the god of laudanum, whose sun was setting, whose time was more or less over, he stepped into all of the gaps that alcohol left behind. He's the one who took over all the bodies. He's the one who stepped up to replace alcohol in all of the alcoholics. And it was almost as though he's so similar. He's really, really close in character and style and method and all of those things to Al Ghul. And so there's almost zero transition. There's almost nothing left. And so call it a friendly takeover as the old Lord of Alcohol died And then the rather experienced but mostly unemployed Loudon took over to run the alcohol business for Demonkind. And so this week our team is going to go after Loudon, and then next week we're going to go after Mezcal, because Mezcal, as I understand it, is a mix between alcohol and a mushroom, a cactus juice, a psychedelic cactus from Central America. So all of that fun to be had. Watch this space. I'm not sure if those two, laudanum and mezcal, I'm not sure if that exhausts all of the alcohol-aligned gods. But if you can think of a mixture that's part alcohol and part some other psychedelic, then please put that in the comments, because that just lines up another target. I asked around the team, and that was all we could think of, was those two. But if you have more, we can follow that up, and just might end alcoholism on the earth. It just might. Think of all the families that would put back together. Think of all the people who, who are homeless because of alcohol. Think of all the people who are unemployed or unemployable. Their marriages have broken up. Their families have broken up. They've, car crashes, arrests, jail sentences, all because of alcohol. And all of that drama, and it's not just the individual, it's all the people around them who get involved in that drama too, could be over for everyone. So, as usual, like and subscribe to the channel, but please pray for our team's success in this endeavor. Love to you all. May the force be with you. Bye for now.